philosophical. What is your definition of drama? So I mean, you can look at almost any topic and say, well, you know, this displeases me. This is just drama. I don't want to talk about this.
That's a great question. I don't know.
Excuse me, waiter.
I suppose I would just say,
where are my appetizers? I've been waiting.
Yeah, I would just say it's
30 minutes, waiter. Where are my appetizers? My frittatas are going to get cold. Can I speak to? Can I speak to your manager?
No.
This service is horrendous. I heard you were going to be pitching a big brained idea, so I wanted a front row seat to watch it.
Yeah, actually, I'm kind of glad you're here, Jim.
Oh, I'm sure you are.
I am actually. I'm genuinely glad.
Hey, Ralph, can I say one thing before we hear this amazing idea? 20,000 viewers, and look who shows up in chat. How you doing? How you doing, Carl?
How you doing? I'm good. So, you know they keep talking about Gamergate.
No, who's they?
The left.
The collective left. Have they all gotten together to discuss this? Okay.
Yeah, they go on about it all the time. The latest one was, you know, obviously Kavanaugh, the guy who is alleged to have been in the room with him was a guy called Mark Judge. He apparently wrote 2 articles in support of Gamergate, citing Mr. Repzion, a YouTuber.
I did see that. We talked about in the kill stream. I don't know how many times, you know, how often you get to catch.
Yeah, that was like 2 weeks ago, I think.
We did talk about it on the show.
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks ago. But that's pretty recent, really. And then you think like all the other ridiculous.
Well, I mean, it's recent if you don't watch Ralph, but if you watch Ralph weekly, you heard about it when it was breaking news.
That's okay. That's great. But
no, it is great. The audience loves it. We love being on top of current events. That's what makes it so delicious to watch Ralph. He's sumptuous. Ralph, he's sumptuous, don't you know?
I'm sure it does. But it's not just that, is it? You know, there are loads of other, and we could find a huge list of things that they've said about Gamergate to magnify it. I mean, I've seen the most colossal overreaches in the description and sort of influence of Gamergate coming from the left. You know, like the Guardian, the Independent, you know, like shit like this. They bring up all the time, and they're always making Gamergate out to be this giant fucking boogie monster. And the FBI investigated Gamergate and found that Gamergate did nothing wrong.
I feel like I'm in a time warp. We're in 2018, right? This hashtag is dead at this point. It's been 4 years. I mean, I feel like we're talking like about chinology. Should I get my Guy Fawkes mask out to talk about this gay shit?
No, you're missing the point. We're not talking about Gamergate, right? It doesn't really matter about Gamergate. What matters is the boogeyman that the left have conjured up. And they've conjured up a fucking hell of a boogeyman. And you know they're still afraid of it. It's still there under the surface, right? They have this kind of subconscious fear, I think, and that's why they keep bringing it up. I mean, fuck, Justin Trudeau condemned Gamergate. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my fucking life.
Well, now, Carl, I have to be fair. I have to say it really depends on the politician, now, doesn't it?
I guess it would, yeah.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, you've got to take it on a case-by-case basis.
You do.
Yeah,
and
who
on the other side might actually support Gamergate?
Who on what sides are we talking about?
Democrats and Republicans.
Who supports Gamergate in the Republican camp? I fucking don't know.
Mark Judge. I can tell you literally, Mark Judge, the guy who was alleged to have been in the room with Kavanaugh, supports Gamergate.
Congratulations for Mark Judge, I guess.
Yeah. But what? I guess just where are you going with this exactly?
Isn't that funny? Isn't that just fucking amazing? Like the idea that there's a Gamergate supporter like in the room with a guy who's alleged to have sexually assaulted the woman, who is then the center of the entire fucking like world's media for a week. That's fucking incredible.
It was a bit surreal, but what? I mean, what? Where are you going with this though? That's what I don't.
Well. Where do you think I'm going with this?
I have no idea.
Sargon, I literally have no idea.
Really you can do this.
I'm not even being sarcastic. You messaged me, and can I just say, you messaged me, and you seemed like really hype about whatever the idea was.
I'm fucking hype.
And I have no idea what you're talking about. And then you start talking about Gamergate, and I'm just like, what's going on?
Yeah, this is why I'm thrilled you're here, Jim. I am fucking thrilled you're here, right? I'm thrilled that you guys, some of the core people in Gamergate are here, so I can talk to you about this. This is exactly what I wanted. Do you not think it would be really interesting to see how far we can make this go?
Who's we? That sounds very collectivist. I thought we were individualists here, Carl.
The collective internet. Do you not think that would be funny?
Do you think anybody on the internet gives 2 fucks about Gamergate at this point? It's become a joke.
No, I don't, Jim. That's the point. That's the entire point.
What is your pitch exactly? Get the band back together? Is that what you're saying? Like I don't understand.
Look, they think Gamergate is a tremendous, universal, and categoric evil, right? Who else do they think is a categoric evil?
I feel like I'm fucking lost. What are we talking? What is your plan? What is your? I guess what's your idea? Hit us with it.
Try and use a bit of just try and look a bit ahead. Just look a bit ahead. How
if we're talking about Gamergate, I'm looking behind me, not ahead of me.
No, you're not. You're looking way ahead. But you just, I don't know. You can't seem to do it, can you?
I know I can't. I need you to shine a light on
it. From the left wing's point of view, right? They are genuinely afraid of Gamergate, which is why they keep talking about Gamergate.
Is the punchline here Gamergate did 9/11? Because we made that joke already.
No, but it could be something nearly like that, like effectively like that, right? So,
but what?
So,
what are you saying? Like, is it what I said though? What are you saying?
Saying Gamergate raped and killed a woman behind an Arby's in 1990?
No,
that was just me, Gator, not
Gamergate.
Gamergate. Yes,
right?
yes.
So again, if Gamergate is the eternal boogeyman, what would be the worst thing that Donald Trump could do?
He's not going to co-sign Gamergate. He doesn't even know what to do.
But it could tweet out hashtag Gamergate? Is that what you're like?
Most people have no idea what Gamergate was or is. I don't think you realize that it's a thing on the internet, but most people have. So no idea
we talked about this before.
I of course know exactly what Gamergate was because I was in it.
Yeah, we all know. Of course,
I wouldn't start presuming what people are thinking like that.
We all know. I'm just saying the public at large probably maybe 25%. Yeah. Now everybody on Twitter knows what the fuck it is. You know, a lot of the journalists and stuff know what it is, but as far as the public at large, they don't.
Okay, how do you get black people to join the alt-right?
Give them watermelons.
Fried chicken and Kool-Aid helps too.
Appreciate that humor. Come on, my fellow white nigger. I know you like those jokes.
Honestly, I thought that was a bit slow. You get Hillary Clinton to denounce the alt-right.
Wait, sorry, was there a punchline? I can only hear crickets.
It's not.
Oh, you're being serious. I'm sorry.
It's already happened, Jim. This is documented and verifiable. When Hillary Clinton denounced the alt-right, loads of black people took to Twitter saying, well, I guess I'm alt-right then. And I was speaking to a few of the alt-right people and they were freaking the fuck out, thinking the idea that a bunch of black people are going to invade a white supremacist movement because nobody really knew. And so Hillary Clinton kind of set the narrative on it.
I mean, I don't have like official membership numbers from the alt-right, but is there any evidence that caused a spike? Okay, yeah.
But it was just, people, you'd see a lot of people on Twitter sort of freaking out about it. And understandably so. I mean, if you're a white supremacist, the last thing you want is black people stealing your movement or something. That's pretty...
yeah, I mean, funny. I remember her speech and everything. I actually thought that was a tactical mistake. She wasted a whole day of campaigning, bitching about, fucking
massive
Breitbart and
shock.
Pepe the Frog. What was that all about? Anyway, but yeah.
Yeah, but imagine them whinging about that to the point where Hillary Clinton feels the need, and Justin Trudeau feel the need to denounce Gamergate, effectively, the alt-right.
How does this help you, Kip? It sounds like you would
helping UKIP.
Well, but you're talking in American context or Canadian context. How does? I mean, I thought you were kind of jumping in the political cycle over there. How does this help them?
I'm not saying it helps anyone. Are you guys about helping people? Are you?
I don't. I legit have no idea what you're going.
I wouldn't come to you if I wanted help, Jim. Let's be honest. I mean, I saw the last stream you did where you're saying, "I don't care about anyone here. I don't care about Ralph." We don't come to you for help, Jim. We come to you for
you already did, and I told you no, Sargon.
Listen, right? If someone comes to you at all, it's because they want a god almighty troll, a troll to end all trolls. That's what they come to you for.
Okay, I just want to hear the pitch idea because I'll be
I'm
honest
still
the last time you pitched me an idea, okay, and you can go reread the conversation was on Skype. And Google was.
I don't care.
I want to just make the record clear.
I'll tell you exactly what the goal is.
When Google was crushing. Why won't you let me finish my point? When Google
because you're making a silly point.
You just don't want to be embarrassed. I know you don't want to be embarrassed. Let me finish my story. Sargon. Then you let me talk, won't you? You'll let me talk.
Yes, let's talk one at a time.
Thank you. It's a big boy conversation.
Do you want the pitch or not?
You really don't want this story out there, do you?
Jim, you've done a stream about it, haven't you?
No, I haven't.
Jim, just release it. I don't care. Just release it.
I just want to go over the conversation. The last great idea you had, the big brained idea you had before about Google and how you could fight back against the apocalypse, was by taking.
What was it? I can't remember.
You were so excited. You told me, Jim, we just have to tell everybody that we're Google's friends. We have to, if we appease you, you quite literally if we appease Google, Google will fight for us and give us our money back.
Well, and it turns out there was a lot of information we didn't have there. Did that come out afterwards?
Well, who told you it was a bad idea, though? I told you that's how it was going to play out, and you were so convinced. I was like, "Go for it," because it's just a terrible idea.
Right.
So I want to hear. I want to hear your next idea. I want to hear your next.
Did you see the good sensor thing?
I did. We read the entire article on there.
We read the Breitbart leaks. Yep.
Yeah. Was that all out when I had that conversation with you?
Well, it's just kind of common sense. Why would you expect a mega corporation to give two fucks about a bunch of little YouTubers?
I don't know. Maybe,
Sargon,
maybe
you thought if you were their friends, they were going to protect you. It was the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard.
Maybe it's not. Who knows?
Well, no, obviously it was, because we've seen how it played out with the leaks. Okay, great. Great. So now I want to hear what your next great idea is.
That one thing was true and one thing was false. Okay.
I want to hear what your next great idea is. So how does Gamergate help us take?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually interested. Like, I don't know where you're going with this, man, and I really just don't know. Like, I'm completely lost. I'm lost.
I can't believe that you haven't figured it out yet.
Well, the only thing I could figure out, it sounded like you were talking about resurrecting Gamergate. That's the only thing I could figure out. But maybe I'm off base. I don't know.
Okay. Gamergate, obviously, it doesn't exist anymore, right? It's not an activist movement on the internet anymore, right? We all understand this, right? So whenever I say Gamergate, I'm not saying us as activists doing things for ethics and video games journalism or against, for any. We're not participating in Gamergate anymore, right?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah,
I pulled the shit on that shit.
Bravo, well done. Yeah, you guys are fab, right? Now,
wait, you quit Gamergate too, Sargon. Don't act like
you did. You said it was over.
You made a big public thing about quitting Gamergate. Don't act like we did the only ones.
Did I make a big public thing about quitting Gamergate? You sure there wasn't Jim?
Oh no, I wanted people to know how many faggots were involved in that movement. Yeah, you're absolutely.
No, but you did. You actually did. I mean, you put out a video like Gamergate's over, work done. I mean, am I off base? Like, I mean, if I'm wrong, you can.
But that doesn't mean I'm like quitting anything. That just means it's over, right?
You said so.
Anyway,
all right, go ahead.
Right. Okay, getting back to it, right? So, but the idea of Gamergate is now imprinted in the narrative of the left, right?
I mean, I still see people talk about it from time to time. Yeah, it's usually like scare tactics from the media and stuff. Yeah,
it's scare tactics. They're worried about another Gamergate coming along.
I don't really think they are, to be honest with you. I think they've got their own agenda going forward.
You're just saying it for the sake of saying it.
Sargon, what's dumb as fuck is saying, let's do Gamergate 2.0. I'd rather fuck myself with a rake than do that.
But I know that's where you went. You don't know what the proposal is yet, but you've made assumptions.
What you're building up to sure sounds dumb, but okay, I guess I can admit I'm wrong. If you've got a better angle, let's hear it.
Yeah, I do. You ready?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we are.
Yeah, I reckon we can get Donald Trump to defend Gamergate.
No.
Why not?
But why would he though? You just said Gamergate was over. Like,
why would he? Why would he? The fucking troll in chief. Why would he defend Gamergate? Oh, there are lots of reasons.
I mean, usually he kind of gets involved in stuff that's like breaking news. You know what I mean? Like, it seems to be.
What would the benefit even be to that? I mean, he's already made comments about Charlottesville, where he said there was violence on both sides. They got angry for like a week or two. It was in the mainstream media, and then they didn't give a shit. So, let's say he does go and say Gamergate wasn't a big deal. You got a news blurb, and then nobody cares again.
They still talk about Charlottesville all the time.
So you want to try to trick Donald Trump into talking about Gamergate?
Why would I need to trick him?
Well, because he's not obviously done it himself, so you're going to have to spur that along.
I don't think he knows anything about Gamergate.
Of course he doesn't. Most people don't.
Yeah, but you literally implied that he knew something. right? Obviously,
listen, Sargon. My point is. Let me say this real quick. My point is, he usually gets involved in stuff. He very much avidly follows the media, but he usually gets involved in like breaking news stories or hot cultural topics, like kneeling at the NFL games and stuff like that. This is kind of a
Twilight about not getting back together with the girl who cheated on him. Like Donald Trump,
but that was before he was president, so now he picks his battles a little more carefully.
Understands the importance of culture.
Sure, I agree with that. Yeah.
And he gets involved. He gets directly involved, belligerently.
Also true, but Gamergate's not really a thing now, though.
I know. Look, the fact that the left still remembers it like a wound is why it's important, right? For them, I don't think they were expecting this kind of consumer revolt, this revolt from the bottom. I really don't think they were expecting it, and I think it's really freaked them out. I mean, like I'll probably go through like, you know, the Guardian coverage in the last year or something on Gamergate and like the independent coverage, because they still make articles about it. They still talk about it. They still fear it. And if we get Donald Trump just to tweet out, I mean, you know, just a tweet that mentions the hashtag Gamergate, it doesn't even necessarily matter how he uses it. Man, the blue check marks are going to shit their fucking pants. You are going to see the spurging of a lifetime. Donald Trump supports Gamergate. They are going to flip their fucking shit.
I'd rather see him talk about Veronica's. Hey, hear me, guys? Gang weed? Huh? What's up? What's up, my fellow gamers? Rise up! Time for the jokers to take it back.
But who cares, man? Don't you think it would be so fucking funny to watch them do this? Like the reactions would be.
Well, how do you propose to do that? Like, I don't know. I just think it's unlikely to see him go out and do hashtag Gamergate.
I'm not saying it's guaranteed, you know, and this is why I'm not saying I can do it on my own.
Are you trolling us right now? Like, what is this? Like,
this
I don't
reminds me of that Millennial
trolling?
Woes conversation you had, where you're like, "Dude, Millennial Woes, you should act like an SJW. That's a super smart thing."
Yeah,
This sounds like
acting like an
retarded
SJW
shit.
would get the white nationalists legitimacy.
Oh, these are some big brained ideas.
It's undeniably true.
Holy shit, man! Do you have a
They're
war
bringing
room
back
plan this on
segregation
him?
to college campuses, dumbass. I mean, like, it legitimately ends in the same results. But anyway, that's not what I don't want to talk about that, right?
No, I'm just saying this is the same quality argument. I'm really enjoying this. So let's say you're right and you get Donald Trump.
Jim.
You obviously do. Why are you here pitching the idea to people if you don't
Yeah,
care?
well, yeah, but whether you're like, oh, I don't like it, okay, fine, don't like it, but you haven't even let me finish it.
Oh, there's more? Fuck, I'm sorry. I'll let you go. No. Okay, you're right. You're right. If there's more, I want to hear more.
You're the crab at the bottom of the bucket that can't see the rest to get out, aren't you?
I don't know. I mean, do you want to compare
Well, I
straight
do
numbers,
know.
Carl?
You keep saying I
Do you-
don't
do you
know, but
wanna-
that's
do
the
you wanna-
problem.
do you wanna compare
That's
straight
genuinely the
numbers?
problem.
What did you do
You
last night?
genuinely don't know
Was it
what's going on,
16?
Jim.
Was it 1600, Carl? And when Ralph was hitting 8, that's pretty sad. That's why you're here, isn't it?
I
Because
don't know what you're talking about.
nobody wanted to listen
I
to
didn't
your
hear the
idea
beginning
on
of
your
your sentence
1600
because I was
viewer
talking,
stream.
Jim.
But you come onto the Ralph retort
You
after
still
saying
can't
it's
hear
shit
this,
for
Jim.
months because he's got 8,000
Sorry.
viewers.
I don't
You
know
should
what
be
you're
sorry.
talking
That's
about.
really embarrassing. I mean, it is super
It's
embarrassing.
tremendously.
It is.
You're
You're the crab at the bottom of the bucket. Ralph's sitting on top right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're pinching his
Yeah,
ass trying to get
the
attention
bucket, I
for
get
your
to introduce
Gamergate
the
2
banner.
idea. Holy shit.
Jim, do you mind letting me finish Ralph's
Oh,
question?
no, I want to hear this. Please, more.
Why were you talking so much then?
Don't ask me questions if you want to speak.
I
You're going
didn't
to get
ask you
answers.
questions.
Go,
You
go.
interrupted. Why did you interrupt when I was trying to answer Ralph's question?
Being silent so you could talk. Go.
Yeah, but I'm asking you a question now.
You're asking me why I'm
did you
answering your
interrupt me when I
questions.
was trying to answer Ralph's question? Why'd you do that?
Sometimes you say shit that's so stupid and stunning that I have to say something. It's like a tick. It's almost impossible
didn't
not to say
actually-
something.
I didn't actually finish my sentence before you jumped in.
Okay, well, I'm very sorry. I guess it's like your debate at MythCon.
No,
Shut up, Carl.
just
Shut up,
saying,
shut up,
you-
shut up, shut up, shut up, Carl. Let me talk.
That's kind of how I feel that you're acting. Yeah.
I'm acting like you? Yeah, I better stop. I don't want to pull that look off.
Do you think that that's a good idea? Maybe you should stop.
To act like you? No, fuck no.
I agree.
Next thing you know, I'll be
Completely
giving out of context quotes about the age of the child. No, let's go.
Look, Jim. You can carry on interrogating teenagers about the size of their boyfriend's penises all you want. It's just.
Hey,
you know,
Carl, don't
weird.
get upset. I
I
mean,
I don't even know what the
I
context
love how
of that
you
is.
tried. I love how you tried black PR and it blew up in your face because you're fucking retarded.
PR.
Black PR, yeah. Oh, I don't get the conversation Jim's having, and now I'm getting accused of the same shit that I tried using. Depends on the child, doesn't it, Carl?
Okay, Jim. Yeah,
Does it depend on the child, Carl? Does it depend on the child?
Black PR.
It's all case by case basis. So you're cool. It's case by case basis. We get you, champ. We know what you're talking about.
Jim, it is scientifically verifiable that people hit puberty on a case by case.
Oh no,
basis.
Please tell me about your ingenious ideas about 10-year-olds and 12-year-olds having sex. You're so smart. You're so smart, Carl.
Thanks, Jim. I appreciate that. Now, Ralph,
you're genius.
what was your question again, man? Sorry.
You said there was more to the proposal, I guess, and
yeah,
okay.
Yeah. This one, I can't do this all on my own, obviously. Basically, okay. So the way that it seems that the political sphere works is that all of these people act within bubbles, right? And obviously, they're very sensitive to perception. This is why social justice activism has worked so well, because the SJWs act as a mob. They email, they tweet, they shame. They are constantly filling the sort of input, the social media input of these people with the sort of thing that they want them to hear, obviously. And this is how they end up kind of influencing and like washing over an institution. And that's part of it. Another part of it is they have activists that go and speak to these people directly, like Anita Sarkeesian. She ends up going to, Intel. I mean, she got like the UN, like, how the fuck did she get there? Well, I know how she got there now. I've actually been doing it myself. This is how this works. And you can make this a remarkably efficient and effective thing if you have a kind of victim narrative, and if you have a particular like group that is opposed to you politically, who you can demonstrate have interactions with you. It's very, very easy to get people already opposed to them to be sympathetic to your side, and with good reason. I mean, obviously, it's sensible that would be the case. Why wouldn't you want to find allies and stuff like that? And so I think that with a kind of combined effort of the internet, we could essentially craft a narrative, because you have to sell to people, explain that this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened. That's a lot more fair about what happened in Gamergate. And I think that we can effectively get very important people to say that Gamergate did nothing wrong.
I just look. I came here.
I know it's hard to imagine. I know.
It is. This is blowing my mind. I'm not gonna lie. You've blown my mind. I was sitting here. We had a lot of ideas just about what is he up to? What is he planning? This did not come up on the list.
Not at all what I was.
This did not come up the list. But one thing I did when I said I'm going to come in here. Even though we've been talking shit about Sargon, he's been talking shit about us. Like, I'm going to keep an open mind. If it's a great idea, it's a great idea. You know what I mean? No matter who it comes from. I don't know. I don't see what you're doing here with this, really. I mean,
I think that I've made myself quite clear. I want to.
You want to get people to come out and say Gamergate did nothing wrong.
Biggest troll. I want to see. I mean, there will be nothing more autistic than watching the response to them seeing Trump support Gamergate.
Why would anybody? Okay, but so what benefit is that to Trump? You want Trump to create a situation where Gamergate looks good? That sounds fucking retarded.
How is that not beneficial to Trump, Jim?
Because I feel like I'm having a fucking short circuit, Ralph. Am I alone on this?
No, I really don't, and I'm not even trying to be mean. Like I said, I'm trying to keep a fair amount. I just don't understand. Like, if Gamergate was happening today, like if this was the heyday of Gamergate, I have no doubt that President Trump would probably be right in the middle of that shit, fucking around,
right?
Because he's a huge troll. But Gamergate is like smoldering. We talked about it earlier. It's dead. Now there are some people hanging out on Kotaku in action, and they actually think it's still going. It's not going. It's been done for a long time.
Gamergate is gone. Okay, we're not dealing with an organism of people on the internet called Gamergate. That's not what we're talking about. What we're talking about is the perception in the journalists' minds and in the verified checkmarks' heads of what Gamergate is. Because they don't just think Gamergate was an activist movement, right? They think that Gamergate is a latent part of every community. That there are going to be people who are going to say, no, we don't care about your moral shaming. We're pro-racism or something like that. And then, fuck you. Because that's how they perceive it. That's what they think. It's not what we think, obviously, because that's nuts, but that's why they're nuts. But that's their perception.
I just don't think there's any real juice in it, if you know what I mean. So when Trump does this, he tends to do it for electoral benefit. Yeah, he loves trolling the left. He loves fucking with these journalists.
Dude, but he trolls them all the fucking time.
Yeah, but it's for it's for voting purposes. So you see the NFL. The NFL is the biggest fucking sport in the country, if not the world. So when he jumps into something like the kneeling thing, he knows that's going to rile up his base and actually benefit him electorally. The cultural issues he jumps into, he tends to be thinking about, winning elections and riling up the base. And I don't know that. Well, I mean,
how do you know?
I'm just making an observation. I mean, of course, I can't read the man's mind, but
you're guessing.
Well, that's all anybody can do when we talk about somebody's action. Somebody's actions.
Guessing, or have I had conversations with people who might know the man personally and figured out something that you might be able to do?
Away. Yeah.
Bannon has no clout in the White House anymore. You do know that, right?
I didn't say Bannon had clout in the White House.
Yeah. I don't know who you talk to. However,
you do know who I talk to.
Look, you know what? I won't even dispute
exactly
I'm sure Bannon probably still does have conversations with Trump. I'm not going to dispute that. But I just think, the idea of the Gamergate, I just don't see why Trump would do that. Now, of course, Bannon was intimately involved with Gamergate behind the scenes.
Hang on, man. Hang on. You said it yourself. Trump is a giant troll. Trump is a giant troll. You said it repeatedly in this conversation, and you're right.
Yeah, he is.
But you don't. No, listen, right. I can't tell you what I've been told, but you don't even understand the depths of how much he enjoys trolling, right? And I can't. I'm not. It was all off the record, so I'm not going to say anything. But this is a fact. Trump is a troll, and we know he is. He likes to make them scream.
You understand you're coming on a stream and making a public statement that you've talked to people in the.
Well, maybe you should try and sabotage it by sending it to whoever.
Sargon,
go, Jim, go.
Oh my God, you're such a pretentious cunt. Will you just let me talk?
You're not listening.
You're the idiot saying you want to set up this trolling op, and then here you are openly talking about it because you're fucking stupid. And then you're saying you know people that know Trump and that he's in on the know on it, you dumb fuck.
I didn't say he's in on the know at all. Jim, you keep doing this. You make up shit.
God, you're stupid. You're so fucking dumb. It's painful. What is the matter with you?
I didn't say he's in on it.
How many things do you have to fucking murder and touch and latch onto and kill?
Get into that, Jim. You're currently in the middle of what murder.
How many things do you need to fucking murder? And
Jim, you're the one who does that. I'm trying to actually achieve something.
How many burnt bodies need to be in the pyre for you to be satisfied?
I don't know. How big's your pile?
Way less than yours, man.
I don't think it is, Jim.
You're the fucking. Listen to Chatelet. Listen to Mr. Chatelet here. Okay, Kikarino. Okay, yeah, let's have a
series of people with character statements against your character for you being a bully all the way through.
I'm such a bully. Name the bully, Sargon. Has Bully Hunter 77 shown up? Has Bully Hunter 77 answered the chat, Sargon?
You have to do that because you work up so many people. And it's fine, Jim. I don't care.
I worked you up. This is what you worked you up, and then you quit the internet for a while, didn't you?
No, I don't recall quitting.
Guys, I need to take a break from YouTube and from the drama, and I need to stop.
Yeah, I've already explained that. Did you miss it?
No, right after I kicked your ass and made a fool.
No, at the beginning of the stream, did you miss it?
Oh, no, your rationalization for getting made to look a fool? Yeah, no, I heard that. Okay. You remember the stream I did where 30,000 people laughed at how retarded you were? Do you remember that?
Right, good. Yeah. Okay, great. So you agree?
That you're retarded? Yes, we agree on that point.
Okay, yeah, we agree. Right. So this is the thing, right? So Ralph, you're completely right. Trump is a troll and he enjoys trolling. And he's good at trolling too.
I would argue Trump might be the greatest troll of all time.
Honestly, I think you might be right. I think we may have underestimated the man's trolling abilities, right? So I genuinely think that he will see the value if we can present the right view of Gamergate to Trump. And I think the primary way of doing that is the FBI investigated Gamergate and they found they did nothing wrong. Because they did.
Yeah, I mean, I remember the report and all that stuff, but I mean, okay, so where do you go from there? So like, I don't, so you take that and what? You're saying,
well, the ultimate goal is to get Donald Trump to defend it because
you realize this already happened a couple years ago when that report came out and everybody made videos about it and talked about it.
Which one was this? Sorry,
the FBI report. Didn't that come? You talking about the old report? Or is there a new one?
Yeah, but what we need is Donald Trump to tweet something like the FBI report out and say the media smears about Gamergate false. The FBI investigated Gamergate and found that they did nothing wrong. It doesn't have to be exactly that, obviously, but that would be like the perfect scenario. But
I mean, if that happened, would I laugh? Yeah, most likely I would. Just from the sheer just insanity of him mentioning Gamergate. But I just don't.
But wouldn't that be funny?
It would. I mean, yeah, I would laugh at that. If that happened.
It would be fucking incredible. I mean, the response would be apoplectic, wouldn't it?
But how do you propose? Like, so how do you propose to do that though? And then okay, say that does happen. What is the ultimate benefit of that happening? I mean, just for the laugh itself.
Laughing. Yeah, laughing at the verified check marks. That's the point of this, just so we can have a laugh at the verified check marks spurging out about Gamergate.
Not all. First, let me do hashtag not all check marks here, since I have one myself.
Oh yeah, sorry, I do apologize.
But
the you know the ones I'm talking about though.
Yes, the Jews.
No,
I'm just
But wouldn't that be amazing? And then the coverage as well. And not only that, I think you'll find a lot of people like the sort of out of touch Republican types like Ted Cruz, they understand that social media is important. And I think they can be made to understand that things like Gamergate are an inherent resistance to the far left. And I think they'll support that. I think they'll run with that. I think they'll like it, you know, especially as we can have different ways of framing it that are all true, obviously. I'm not suggesting we lie at all. We need to be completely honest about what we've got and what is going on. But I think we can be, and I think it will have the result of freaking them out. And I think it would just be a funny ass thing to do.
So how do you propose to? I guess what I'm getting, I don't know. Maybe if you said that there, I didn't really catch it. But how do you propose to make it happen? Like, what are you going to do to make it happen? What are you trying to tell other people to do to make it happen?
This is another thing, right? So the way things happen is by connections. It's someone knows someone, and you have to ask them to get their email to send to you, you know, so you can email them.
Networking, basically. Yeah, it
is networking. Yeah, and I don't really like it. I would prefer it if everyone had a public email, like I do. But they don't. A lot of people keep their contact details secret, and it's annoying. And you have to go through agents and things like this. But what I'll try and do is talk to people, and you know, try and get emails for people, and try and get them to pay attention to a cultural phenomenon. But there needs to be a cultural phenomenon, and that's why I need you guys.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Your plan is 90% us doing the legwork and 10% you sending out emails.
No.
What have I misheard then? How does this? What's the breakdown?
I'm not going to explain to you though, Jim. You're just wrong. So, what do you reckon, Ralph?
You just literally said I'll email people to get them to pay attention to a cultural phenomenon, and then you guys.
Yeah, that's one thing I will do, Jim. That's one.
Okay,
thing.
Well, fill us in on the rest of this 20-year plan.
Well, I don't think I should, given this is a live stream.
Okay.
Oh, now you're taking my advice. That's good.
I think it was good advice, don't you?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, well I'll take it then. Thanks.
I did think about that, maybe keep it on the low, but I mean, it's too late now.
Delete the stream afterwards if you have to or whatever, you know. But the thing is, you know, it's not like, be sensible though. None of the people who are listening surely want to alert the far left that we're about to make them look stupid.
Well, you know, I will say this, you know, I actually, you know, there are leftists that watch this show too. I mean, it's not just all, you know.
Well, then they can, yeah, but hang on, how much funnier will that be if they start raising the alarm that we're going to try and make Donald Trump endorse Gamergate or ask him to endorse Gamergate? How funny does that sound on the fucking face of it? Like, you paranoid freak. And then Donald Trump might respond to it naturally without us doing a fucking thing.
I mean, perhaps. So you're saying you're going to collect emails of people who might, you know, be in touch with the leaders.
You have to.
No, I mean, you mean like contact data, but I'm asking. So you're talking to a broad-based audience here. You know, we're the #1 late night show on YouTube. I hate to toot my own horn here, but
dude, own it.
But so what should the people do? I guess. In your idea?
Okay, so the thing that I think we need to start doing. And I will be doing this as well, is finding everything that they've said about Gamergate that makes Gamergate sound scary, right? Makes it sound impressive and big. Like, you know, you remember them like Gamergate's going to end up on Mars. Gamergate put Trump. I mean, didn't they say Gamergate put Trump in the White House?
Yeah, I want to say it was Sarah Zhang that said that. Actually, the racist New York Times. I believe that was her that said that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There was one on everyjoe.com.
Yeah, she's not the only one that said it, but I think that's where I first saw it. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So
I want to say that. I mean, I won't bet my left nut on it, but I think that's who said it. Yeah.
Okay. I'll put it in the sidebar so you can see it. But again, we can use all of this, right? Because them printing any of this is just a bonus to us. Here's the link. Right?
Okay. Let me
So we find everything like this, like, everything where they say Gamergate did this, Gamergate did that. We make it sound like Gamergate is really capable and really competent. It's everywhere. We'll use their sources. They're the ones building this narrative. And then all we need to do is present Gamergate was invested by the FBI and found to do nothing wrong. And then, like, I don't know, find, in fact, Mark Judge's articles on it are perfect because Mark Judge is a political, involved in a political narrative, and he was in defense of Gamergate. And there we go. In fact, they all say that Gamergate's like a movement of Nazis that have put Donald Trump in the White House. In fact, Gamergate was a grassroots movement of people against the far left. Here's some articles that Mark Judge wrote, the guy with Kavanaugh. The FBI investigated Gamergate, found they did nothing wrong. They're lying. We'd like President Trump to use his platform to help us redeem our name or something like that. However you need to spin it, however you need to sell it. Just like that. And the thing is, nothing about that is untrue. Nothing about that is untrue. That's a completely true narrative. And that's frankly what's happened. And this is not only a way we can, there are people in Gamergate who probably still aren't happy that the name is being smeared by the far left. Because at the end of the day, you might, Gamergate, fair enough, you can say it was full of faggots and twats and people trying to make money out of it and all this sort of stuff. But it wasn't a movement full of Nazis, And that's how they've tried to portray it. It wasn't a movement full of woman haters and all this sort of stuff. And so
don't you think though, honestly, because I do think it had a lot of faggots in it, but at the same time, you're proposing using something that people are still, some hangers on are still involved in. I don't like
there definitely are some still.
Yeah, talking about Gamergate, you want to use them as like a political cudgel to win points with Twitter arguments with journalists. It kind of seems dickish.
Oh, does it seem dickish?
Well, yeah, I left the movement because I was sick of people using it for their own gains. Why would I agree to do that now?
Because this is a way that Gamergate can win.
Can I ask you a question, Sargon?
Sure.
Okay. Are you trying to resurrect Gamergate because that's when your YouTube career was at its peak, and now that it's dead, it's cratered?
No.
Because that's what it seems like to me. Let's all do fucking Gamergate again.
I really don't think my YouTube career was at its peak during Gamergate.
Well, I do.
Okay.
Well, I want to say this, that I just want to point out that the whiskey has not killed all my brain cells, and that I was absolutely correct that it was a Sargon quote. And here's the quote: Breitbart played a key role in Gamergate. Congratulations, America. You put Gamergate in the fucking White House, and that's in the article that you linked.
Perfect. So this is all stuff that we can just mesh together and say, look, Mr. Trump, they think that we elected you, and they're smearing us all over the place. We did support you, probably. I know I did. Like, we support you, and we'd really appreciate it if you could just clear our name.
So you're saying people here tweet at Trump or send letters, or it's going to take
not Trump particularly,
or officials, elected officials, perhaps.
I would tweet them and say, look, we were activists who supported Gamergate, and assuming you were, obviously, and they smear us all the time. They think we put Trump in the White House. We do support Trump, and the FBI investigated us to find we did nothing wrong. Could you please get Mr. Trump to just tweet out that that he supports us or something, because we're sick of being told that we're terrible people. It can be anything like that, because this is all true. I've talked to so many people who are sick of being smeared for it. They've just gone, oh, whatever, I don't care. But I'm sure there are loads of people who'd love to see fucking a bit of redemption in this regard.
So part of the problem with Gamergate is, I guess a problem and a benefit. There was a wide tent, especially at the beginning, and a lot of people had no problems, keeping that wide tent and just letting people do their own thing. But the coalition, the Gamergate coalition, quote unquote, there were a lot of leftists in that. There are a lot of people who used to support Gamergate now who are raging anti-Trump people.
Sure, but
and so I don't really know that a lot of these people would be on board with it. I guess that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, but they don't have to be. It's we don't. It does. If someone doesn't want to, try and redeem Gamergate's name in the public dialogue, then that's fine. I don't mind if they don't care. But this is something that we could do, and if we did it, it'd just be so fucking funny to see the reaction. And B, it would be nice to be able to say, well, Trump acknowledges that Gamergate did nothing wrong. Blah blah blah. FBI. Blah blah blah. Wouldn't that be interesting?
It would be. I would laugh if it happened. I just don't. I just tend to think like I said earlier, Trump usually gets involved in stuff that's hot. You know what I mean? Like stuff that's cult. He gets involved in culture. He gets involved in trolling, definitely all the time. But it tends to be hot button stuff. You know what I mean? Right. That has juice among his voter base. And I just really don't.
Let's pause there because that's a great point, right? I'm not saying I know how to give this juice initially, and that's probably beyond what I can manage anyway. Again, this is why I'm coming to you and the people listening, right? Don't worry about how you feel about me. This is, don't worry about how you feel about Ralph or Jim or anyone like that, right? But just think, how can we achieve the end result? What would need to happen? What is plausible that would need to happen for us to create a kind of, I don't know, online, not necessarily an online scandal, but create the atmosphere for them to give a shit about gaming, because they do still bring it up, So like, I'm sure someone listening. So you probably got. I haven't got the things.
We have almost 8,000 people. Right? Almost 8,000 people watching.
I'm sure there are some fucking amazing ideas in the people listening, and I'm sure that after the stream's over, like people talk about in the comments, say, okay,
sure
I hate Sargon, but if we did X or whatever, and then a good idea will come out, and then we can run with that. And because like you say, it needs to be something hot. So we need to. I mean, I haven't looked at whether they actually, what's been put out about Gamergate today or anything, but it'll be very interesting to see, and not even just to see, like if something does happen that involves Gamergate, then holy shit, why not get Trump to endorse Gamergate? I mean, why wouldn't he?
Like what you said, and I admitted that, I would laugh if Trump tweeted about Gamergate. I don't think that's. I mean, it's so crazy and absurd almost that I would have to laugh. But, and I'm trying to be completely fair to your idea. I saw a couple people in chat. Ralph, you're being too nice. Well, I mean, I'm trying to hear it out. I just don't see. So this sounds like a lot of effort when the whole So I asked you what the benefit was, and it's like, well, it's a laugh. I mean, it seems like a lot of effort. So when I was sitting there thinking about you coming on, and you're like, you got a great idea. I won't go into every single thing you said, but basically said, I have a big idea. It's great. And I was like, okay, what could this be? Me and Gator were kicking it around because the Dan wasn't, he was at work. Sounds like he skipped out of work for this, but
I did.
And we're like, well, what's he talking about? He just talked to Bannon, maybe the Trump TV thing. Bannon's going to do it himself. Like we're sitting here thinking that. And then you came in with the Gamergate stuff, and I'm just like, "What is that?" I mean, this is almost it's almost like you're trolling us. Like I don't know. I mean, you seem really sincere about it. I don't think you are.
I'm 100% serious when I say I think we can get not just. I mean, for example, I wouldn't go straight for Trump. I would probably try and get Trump Jr. or Stephen Miller or someone like that.
Can I ask you something? I mean, you keep saying we, and then you say, well, you guys might have the juice to do this. I just like that.
Right.
Yeah, I'd like to clearly state to you, I'm not going to use my audience for your retarded plan. Now, maybe Ralph will go along with that. Yeah, no, that's right. It's not going to happen.
Great.
It's stupid. And I'm not going to try to get them for your chuckles, your smug chuckles. That's just so dumb.
That's great.
Awesome. I'm glad we're clear. So when you say we, make sure that we is a royal one and doesn't include me.
Yeah, it is the royal one. I mean, I would never try and include you in something.
Good.
Happy?
I mean, I don't know. I guess my point is it seems like you would be shooting for something higher. You know what I mean? Like, okay.
When I say we, I just want to say like anyone who's interested.
Well, yeah, of course, and I'll go with what Jim said. I haven't signed on for anything. I'm just hearing you out. You said I have this big idea.
I haven't initiated anything.
Okay, I'll put that out there too. I haven't. I haven't signed on.
This is just all shit posting.
I'm just trying to be fair and let you get and extrapolate on your points.
This is just throwing out ideas, right? But the thing is, I've noticed that. Like from the perspective I have at the moment, I can see a path to achieve a particularly hilarious goal that does nothing but benefit people who oppose the far left and does nothing but enrages the far left. And I don't think there's anything wrong with us, following this path. I think it'd be good. In fact, I can think of several good reasons why it'd be a moral good to do this. But you guys are generally just here for the laughs and stuff. So I figure. This will be a massive fucking laugh. Seriously, if we can get Donald Trump to defend Gamergate, oh man, the sky's gonna fucking come down. It's gonna be amazing. Just imagining it is incredible.
You know what would be better if he tweets out #White Lives Matter.
No, he won't do that. He won't do that. It's.
I mean, he did talk about these South African, farmers getting killed. I mean, I don't know if he's already kind of almost went there at that point.
No. The thing is, right. I'm certain that Trump and the people around him are not white nationalists, right?
Yeah.
So they're definitely. I'm certain they're not white nationalists. They're like American nationalists, you know. And they're definitely concerned about, like, you know, South African farmers, as they should be, which is laudable of them, obviously. But they're not going to tweet out "White Lives Matter" because it sounds too much like an alt-right slogan. They will see it as being too.
I mean, he defended people at Charlottesville. That was fairly alt-right.
But that's not the same as tweeting out "White Lives Matter." I think. I think Gamergate's the one we've got the best shot with, because the SJWs keep bringing it up.
If this was 2014, I would say absolutely. You know, he was president then. I'm pretty much certain he would be in the middle of it. Since it's 2018 and Gamergate's been dead for a long while, I just don't know that he would actually, you know.
I understand. Just have a think about it. Just mull it over, because it, like, it would be seismic if Trump were to tweet just the hashtag Gamergate. Just regardless of context, it would be fucking seismic. And if it was pro, understanding it as being a cultural force against the authoritarian far left, man, they would just piss themselves. And it would be the funniest thing in the world, and he could vindicate Gamergate, which I think, frankly, deserves to be vindicated. So, and all I'm saying is, I think I can actually see a path to it, but it requires us to, like, you know, people who are interested in doing this, like, it would require some kind of understood coordination that, you know, we're not going to worry about interpersonal drama. It's not about our own egos. It's about getting the job done, you know? So if stuff needed to happen, like, we'd all have to do our part, you know? But that's, like I said, I'll leave it with you guys there. I'm gonna head off because I've got other things, editing to do, which is amazing fun. I look forward to send me a message on Skype when you guys have talked over and had a think, and you know, we can talk further and stuff like that. Is that cool?
I mean, yeah, we had other topics, but we went so deep with this. You know what? I'll just let it go at that, I guess.
Cool. This is a good one though, right?
Well, I don't know. I'm my mind. I don't know what to say about it, to be honest with you. But
well, that's the thing. Have a think of it, and you know, give me a shout on Skype when you want to. Okay.
All right. Thank you for coming on, Sargon.
All right. Take it easy, everyone. Bye.
Yep. Take it easy.
Yeah. What just happened here?
What the fuck was that?
Like, is he trolling it? Like, I still can't. I don't know.
I brought this up. Really, folks, if you get a chance, go listen to that Millennial Woes conversation that Sargon had with him, where he tried to convince him that, no, if the alt-right want to be powerful, you need to act like SJWs. It's super smart. Trust me, it's a good idea.
So he keeps saying, well, wouldn't it be funny if Trump tweeted about Gamergate? Well, I mean, would I laugh? Yeah, but like, why would he do that? I would laugh from the sheer absurdity of the president of the United States tweeting about Gamergate in 2018, years after it was over. Like, I would more laugh at, you know, is life actually real? Like, what's happening right now? Not from the trolling leftist aspect. You know what I mean? Just like, what?
I don't know. This was just dumb all over. If this was like if this was a troll attempt, it was really stupid. And if this was genuine, it's even dumber. Like, pick your poison, I guess. I don't know.
Do you think he was trolling us, or?
I hope he was. I really hope he was.
I'll agree with him. I really do hope this was his attempt at trolling, because it's painfully a bad idea. But I will say, I have heard somebody else in his circles mention to me that they wanted Gamergate 2.0. One of his capos specifically said that. They literally word for word, we need to do Gamergate 2.0. Can you help me?
So
be my hero.
This was about a month ago.
Really?
Yeah. I won't call that individual out, because I want to, you know, I know he gets real upset when you share DMs. I'll leave it at that.
Oh. Well, I have a couple ideas. I won't make any speculations here while we're on air, but yeah, so when he was giving his pitch, like I said, me and Gator were sitting there thinking, oh, this is something big. You know, he just talked to Bannon. Maybe there's like something actually going on here. And then he starts talking about Gamergate, and I finally just said, are we trying to, what are you trying to get and then you showed up and he's like, great, you're here too. It's like, what are you trying to get the band back together? What is this? It's like,
it's so dumb. It's so dumb. You pick your angle. It's a really bad troll, or it's a really horrible idea. I don't know. I was really hoping for like year 2 of the 20-year plan. I wanted a front seat to be able to listen to that.
Yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to make sure. Like I was sitting there and I was talking to Gator. I was like, look, I'm gonna keep an open mind. You know, if it's a great idea, it's a great idea, even if it's from Sargon. And then we went to Gamergate 2.0.
This is literally that fucking image macro of the guy that goes, herder, retarded, and they're like, you're a retard, and he's like, I was just trolling you. Like, that's what we just witnessed in this fucking call. Like, the end result is you made yourself look like a fucking retard.
Oh. I don't know. By the way, I just saw JF message me earlier. Sorry, man. I just now saw it. So I was on air. I was just completely befuddled by what was going on. So I apologize. But yeah, I don't know. And then, so he's making such a big point of coming, literally we've been, badgering him for months to come on the show, calling him a pussy and this and that. He wouldn't even come on the charity stream. And
no, this is dead. I told you this earlier. This is the exact. This is a joke, and Ice Poseidon's audience makes this joke all the fucking time. It's like, 10,000 viewers, 20,000 watchers. Look who shows up in the chat. It's once you started getting viewers, now suddenly. I bet you said it was last night. I bet it was those comments. I told you he really hates it when you bring up numbers because they are important to him. He may try to play it off like it's not, but it is. And those jokes last night or the night before, whenever the fuck it was, when you had 8,000 people watching and he only had 1,600.
Yeah, I saw those. I didn't even, you know what? I didn't even bring it up on air, but I definitely saw them. Yes.
Yeah. And I said you had 8 Sargons watching it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, maybe I did read your comment. Yeah, maybe I did. Now that I think about it, but yeah, that's funny. I don't know. And he was so excited in the Skype though. I was like, well, oh, this must be something good. Like maybe some type of big idea. And then,
hey guys, I've got a great idea. Despacito 2.
That's basically how it went.
God, it felt like the underwear gnome of fucking plans. Like part 1, I emailed people. Part 2, part 3, Trump tweets about it. Like what the fuck was that?
Gamergate is so dead. Like if Gamergate actually had, like I said, juice, to use the term, if it had some juice, if there was, a lot of stuff going on, maybe he'd probably already be tweeting about it. You wouldn't need to come out and try to do that. But Gamergate is fucking dead. Like what I don't know. I was about to make a joke that I shouldn't make on YouTube about
does it involve trains? Does it involve trains?
Peacefully sunsetting someone. Maybe that would be a good way to start it back off again, but that's about the only way I could think of. I really don't. I don't see it popping back off ever again. It's pretty much dead.
This was fun. I'm gonna go hit my head with a brick and get this stupid idea out of it. I think it's just. Wow. Okay, that's something new. All right. Well, hey, when you guys go fight the good fight under Gamergate 2.0, I'll be there laughing. So,
Thank you, Jim. Appreciate it, man.
A few moments later.
Hey guys, I've got a special announcement. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Okay.
I just talked to some people in the know, and I don't want to name any names here, but expect Trump tomorrow to tweet out Sargon's newest video. It's happening. He's won. Serious? No, he's won. Yeah. Trump is going to tweet out Sargon of God's newest video. He's a big fan.
That didn't come across as a joke at first. I was worried.
Sweating bullets a little bit there, were you?
I might have to disavow my fucking president. Renounce citizenship. I'd be at the fucking embassy tomorrow with my passport. Like, take it, motherfuckers. Get it out. I'm done with this shit.
I just had to come back in because I've been letting it sink in for like 20 minutes of how dumb that was, what I fucking heard him talking about. And I'm really split on if he was attempting to troll or if it's real, because I know people he associates with were pushing the idea privately months ago.
I mean, I'm leaning towards real. But
and that's really scary.
Yeah.
That's terrifying, to be honest with you.
But part of me, it's just so absurd that I'm thinking, man, he's pulling our legs. Like, it has to be.
Jim, did you hear what I said? I quoted some guy from his Discord who said that this was like practice for journalists asking questions so that he can control the conversation.
That's good. Yeah, I want to learn how to sword fight, so I go challenge somebody. I'm like, no, let's use real swords and no protection. I'll learn quicker.
Did you see, Jim? Did you see
politics? The stream doesn't really matter.
Wait, did you see Jared Holt making fun fun of him? Like everybody's laughing at this. Like,
well, yeah, but I mean, look what happened last time. Like last time he made one comment about a suit, and he's been referred to as a waiter for a month now. Right?
Well,
So
he started serious though. Like when you were talking about at first, he was like, no, like it will make this, it will blow it up and make everyone take it seriously. And then by the end of your conversation, he's like, it's just a troll. Like you made him like make it from serious to by the end going, I'm just fucking around, guys. Relax.
Sargon was only pretending to be retarded.
If he's being serious, this is legitimately one of the most sad and confusing things I've ever seen in my entire life. I with no exaggeration, I've seen a lot of fucked up and confusing shit, but this is unbelievable.
you
if
need
he's
to get on
actually
his
being genuine.
level, okay, of 24-hour ops. I don't think you can appreciate what you're
I'm
doing.
getting that image of the big brain Sargon floating around the galaxy. Like, this is just incomprehensibly above me. I can't even look up and see it.
It's 20-year ops. Fucking get it.
Well, yeah, I mean, the terrifying thing to me though is okay. He's associating with people in UKIP. He's associating with people that are ex-Trumpers. All right, even if this was just practice for politics and dealing with reporters, he's coming on here and making statements like he's in the know of what their communications are. Right? That's something like about when it comes to politics. It's not about what's true. It's about what it appears to be. So all they need to do is start clipping things and be like, oh, somebody related to the Trump White House or somebody related to the UKIP party. And now Sargon has entrenched himself into giving stupid quotes for that'll be used as ammunition. Like that's so dumb. That's so dumb. If you want to go into politics, I don't understand why he would do it.
Because he said he was going to email people, and now they're going to email back and be like, we were watching those clips and you said it was a troll? What the fuck? No, get out of here. I bet he's blocked. He went to email them and then he's like, well, why isn't it being sent? Why is the emails not being sent? He's blocked.
Here's the plan, guys. I'm gonna send out an email. You go do all the legwork. that's the plan.
By the way, the capos. No, go ahead, JF, and I'll interject with the news later on. But
because Mr. Metokur just said a word that he doesn't use usually. He's terrified about Sargon. He's really shook by this. And the last time I saw Mr. Metokur in this condition was when Aaron arrived on the internet. And I had said to Mr. Metokur back then, is it possible that Aaron is the coolest kid on the internet, the last cool kid on the internet? I believe that what we saw today happen is that not only Mr. Metokur had been surpassed by Aaron and her ability to be the coolest kid on the internet, making Mr. Metokur second place on this dimension, but Sargon just out-trolled Mr. Metokur, breaking his dream of being
I don't know
the last cool kid on the internet.
Well, Jeff, I don't know if you can call it like if you're talking to somebody and you're trying to run a troll on them, if you're trying to fuck with them, and their first reaction, and I'm pretty sure Ralph and Zidane immediately said this is, are you trolling? I think it defeats the purpose of what you're attempting to do.
You say the troll was not perfect?
I'm saying if that was a trolling attempt, that was awful. That was really bad.
Well, don't forget, there was like a 15-minute build-up.
Is it European trolling?
Maybe that's why we're missing it. I'm not sure. But, by the way, is Erin still alive? I haven't heard.
No idea. I have an update on her. No, she OD'd actually about 2.5. I'm not joking. 2.5 weeks ago.
No shit.
No. You can check the Ice Poseidon.
No way.
No. The founder dead with a heroin needle in her arm.
Oh.
She had a note on her chest that said, "Why wouldn't JF have babies with me?"
Poor Erin. Rest in peace. We'll always honor her memory here on the Kill Stream. Oh, but what I was going to say is the capos are already disavowing this. You see the quartering on Twitter. Huge waste of time for Sargon. He should know better. Whoa, Short Fat Otaku disavowing it as well, saying it's a bad idea. I haven't heard what V said. I did talk
the dude that LARPs as a fat disabled lesbian says that's a bad idea. Maybe you should listen to him.
Yeah, so he said bad idea. Quartering said bad idea. I talked to V before the stream, and he claimed he didn't know what was going on because actually, I was sitting there thinking, what is he up to? So he just messaged me out of nowhere. So I'm thinking, he's got something. Like, what is he trying to do? And originally I was kind of questioning, like, what are you up to, Sargon? This is kind of strange. You just emailed me, whatever, Skype me out of nowhere. And V claims he didn't know what's going on. I haven't heard what he said since, but at least two of them have disavowed. So
I have a better question for the panelists. I want to get your ideas on this. What's the best possible outcome for this? Is it A, Sargon saying it's real and he really wants to do this, or B, saying it was an attempt at a troll? What do you think is the best possible way of gracefully bowing out of what the fuck just happened
B.
today?
yeah, it has to be
no
B,
doubt.
right? Yeah.
Because if he doubles down on this, he's gonna look like the most retarded person to ever live, perhaps. So, like, I can't think of anything worse than saying that this was an actual attempt at some kind of ops, because that defies belief.
No, so he has to say that he was fucking hammered. Oh, I was just drunk, guys. No. I said he has to say I almost OD'd or whatever. Yeah, guys.
Option C for cocaine, right?
Yeah. No. Even on coke, you wouldn't fucking think of this shit. You'd be like, you have a better idea, probably, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, Andy is right. I mean, he did light his nipples on fire, but he never said, hey, guys, let's do Gamergate 2.0.
I want him to double down, to triple down on this. I want him to go as far as he can. This is the dumbest fucking thing ever, and I really want him to fucking burn himself to the ground with it. It's fine to me.
Option C is winning the chat, by the way.
This keeps falling in our laps, Jim. I didn't do anything for this.
Tomorrow. That says Gamergate 2.2, how to do it.
Please, I hope he just avoids this entire, like, he just pretends like this never happened. What are you talking about, guys? For 3 days, comes back, oh, feminism, and you're just like, what?
I like how after it was pointed out that maybe saying all this publicly is a bad idea, he like tried to say to Ralph, hey, maybe you could delete the stream afterwards.
That's not happening.
No, as a matter of fact, I might just leave it. Usually we put them on the archive. I might just leave this one up on the channel, actually. I don't know.
And I'm lurking his Discord channel, following up people on Twitter talking about it. There's nobody in his Discord channel that we're talking about it. And those motherfuckers were defending the live stream about Jim. And even to them, this is indefensible. They're just saying this is a complete waste of time. This is drama.
Do we have any liberalists? Where's V? Somebody grab V or Quartering. Are one of these guys going to come on? Like, what's going on?
I would love to hear V's take on this. Are you kidding me? I want to hear what the carrier pigeon has to. I want that insight.
When V came on after the Jim stream, he said it was retarded. I can't wait for his take on this.
All right, I messaged him. Let's see. Let's just ping one of them. One of them's got to show up, right?
V too.
All right.
Now, did you use the code? There's a code word you can use with V that will instantly get his attention. Just say, I have Coca-Cola. I don't know if you've ever seen pictures of his apartment, but that'll snap him right into it.
Let's see. I'll message Quartering too.
I thought it was anal vor. Him around.
Surely somebody has to come on and talk about this.
Well, you could try to combine the two. Like I put a canister of Coca-Cola in a snake. Come get it.
Come and get it. Oh man. All right, so I messaged those two. I just love how we all had these big brained ideas of what this was about, and it came down to Gamergate 2.0.
I thought this was going to be like, here's like the new political thing I'm doing. Like I thought he was going to come out and be like, I've been messing with everybody, and I've been laying in wait, and now you're going to see my magnificence. I was really expecting that.
Or it would have something to do with YouTube censorship or something like that. Maybe he's been talking to Bannon and he had some type of idea he wanted to pass along, because he knows obviously this is a hostile area for him.
The scarier idea is this wasn't Sargon's idea. This was Bannon's big-brained idea.
Please, God, don't let that be true.
Oh, that's the fucking nightmare scenario.
That is
right
a
there.
nightmare scenario, to be honest with you. Yes, this kind of.
That would explain.
It was his idea, but it was a joke to get Sargon to fuck us over.
That would explain why he's not in the White House.
Could you imagine if the Mercers were like, okay, Bannon, we're going to give you $1 million. Why don't you go tell Sargon of Akkad to start Gamergate 2.0? Don't ask any questions. It's a really good idea. We can't use Milo. He has AIDS now, so it has to be Sargon.
By the way, I saw that. he was joking, right? Or does
Yeah,
he
it's
really
obvious. It's obviously.
yeah, he's trolling. Like, so I've seen so many people like, oh, he's really got AIDS. I think he was just kidding with that, but I mean, no way to know for sure. But
I thought he posted a picture of his medical bills.
yeah, but it was all blocked out, and he just said, "Oh,
I thought that was a receipt from the restaurant he went to.
Yeah, I don't know. It was some receipt. I don't know that it was. Yeah, it was just some receipt with like $2,000.
Yeah, how meta can we go? People in chat are like, maybe Bannon is just trolling Sargon. Maybe this is just maybe Bannon hates UKIP so much he
Is
thought
Bannon?
it'd be funny.
Bannon's in the chat right now, isn't he?
Yeah, I see him right there. He's like, don't blame me for this. This isn't my retarded shit I did.
Oh my god. All right, so I messaged those people. What about Jim? I don't know if you saw the program last night. I know this is off topic, but did you hear any of the leaks from Brittany Venti and her ex and stuff? I don't know if you've listened to those yet, but
I am not even touching this. Okay. All right. Here's the thing. My hard drive died on me, so I had to replace it, and I got to replace it and get all my shit back up. But I wake up to Jade just fuming mad, like fucking really mad. She's listening on her phone, I guess, to the kill stream. She was going to make a Discord account to come on and call you.
No, she wasn't.
Yes, she was. She was pissed.
Really?
She is not a fan.
About to get
of
a full sumptuous appearance.
She was not a fan of Venti for releasing those videos.
Oh man.
So I have to live with her. So I have no opinion on any of this.
Well, guess what? We're gonna have Venti on tonight at 11 p.m. So if she still wants to create the account and come on and talk to her in person.
No, let's not encourage her. Let's not encourage her. Man.
let's do that. Yeah, let's encourage her.
Yeah,
Ralph, your stream would probably get flagged down. She told me what she wanted to say, and I'm pretty sure in about 30 seconds from the speech alone, you would have been gone.
Yeah, she's gonna be on here tonight at 11 p.m. I don't know. Yeah, I guess don't weigh in on it then. What, Andy? Did you hear anybody? I guess I'll toss it to somebody else because that was my topic to fill time until somebody showed up.
Yeah. Well, I heard her boyfriend leaked out some stuff. Is that what? Well,
I doubt that he leaked that. It seems more likely that she put that out there. Yeah, she actually seemed to intimate that she had more for the program tonight. So
what? Yeah, I know that the audio got dropped. What was the why? So why did you release it?
I don't know.
I thought it was him
That's
talking
the
shit
question.
about her. That's what I thought it was.
Yeah, so it's just him, spurging out and hitting himself and talking about I looked great a year ago and just yelling, and there's video footage where he's underneath a desk crying, and yeah, it's pretty. I mean, it's funny at first, and then it started getting set. Yeah, well, she recorded it. Yeah. So I don't know that she's taking full responsibility for putting it out there, but yeah, it's obvious that she's the one.
Well, obviously it had to come from her.
Well, I mean, it had to,
phone, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's no other way.
It's not like
I think somebody else. I don't know if it was last night or somebody in DM said, "Oh, she sent it to one of her friends and they put it out," which I don't know. Obviously, she's the one who originally recorded them. Yes.
I haven't seen this, but you know what this reminds me of is the Schmorky tape of Mandy freaking out. I don't know if you've ever heard that, but
you're taking it way back.
Yeah. Okay. Just a quick rundown. Schmorky was an artist working for Something Awful, and Mandy is the schizophrenic girlfriend. Schmorky sounds like a Muppet, and Mandy was having a schizophrenic breakdown. Schmorky recorded it, posted it on Something Awful to show people how awful Mandy was, and people are like, "Why are you recording your schizophrenic girlfriend having a mental breakdown?" And it made him look like an asshole for doing so. But I'm getting vibes just like that. It's like she takes video of him to show him how bad he is, and people are just gonna think, "Why are you doing this to him if you guys were together?"
Yeah, but you probably had fight with her. They almost broke up or something. He went all emotional. She films it, sends it to her friend. Look at this thing, and now she's releases it. I don't know. I'd have to watch the actual thing, but it sounds like he had a little bit of a mental breakdown.
Yeah, and I guess I could understand why Jade might be upset. I've heard this from other people in the chat too. Like, wow, you're recording this and you put it out. This was this guy's low point.
I'm not repeting any talking points. Your fucking stream will get flagged instantly.
I'm just speculating.
One sentence of the shit she was saying last night.
But did she did he do something to her for like really?
So they had a dispute. I mean, this all blew up in public a couple months ago where she told some of these stories in public, and she came on this program actually and talked about it, and he did a stream later on that I popped up on, and he kind of gave his side of it. And then all of a sudden these leaks came out I guess about 2 days ago now. I don't know what the impetus was for the leaks coming out. I don't know why they were released now. It would have made more sense, I guess, for them to come out, 2 months ago. But
maybe she just waited for time to pass so it didn't look as obvious.
Yeah, that's exactly. That's what somebody said, that if they would have came out originally, it would look, it looked even worse. Whereas now,
look at that fucking thought process. Oh, look at my ex-boyfriend having a mental breakdown. What a fucking idiot.
Well, I mean, it was weird timing though, considering what yesterday was.
Mental health, yeah, World Mental Health Day, yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously, I mean, that stuff's too juicy to resist. Of course, I had to play it on the kill stream.
You're gonna play anything you can. No, we don't expect otherwise.
Yeah, exactly. And so she didn't send them to me. They were posted elsewhere, and people, said, well, "Hey, Ralph, take a look at this." Actually, Blackface Kermit was in the chat earlier. He sent it to me. A couple other people sent it to me. If I see something like that, of course, I mean, it's going up on the stream. And
what
I'm
was
sure.
the reaction, by the way? Was she as she commented, was she laughing about it, serious, or oh, sorry? How was her reaction?
So she tweeted out an egg, which was part of the clips. If you listen to them, that was him. I guess he had made some eggs, and then he came in there crying, and then he grabbed the plate and broke it and started screaming and stuff.
He made her a plate of eggs.
Yeah,
it sounds like a V meme.
Yeah. It's insane. Have you still not heard them all?
I heard one partial one where it's he's crying and then she's crying, and it's filmed at her floor or something like that, and that's what I heard. But apparently, 3 of them.
Yeah, actually, there are 5 Vocaroos, and then there are 3 video clips. So it's
I don't understand, what is it with people and their compulsion to put up their fights with significant others onto the internet. Bunty does it, doesn't work out for him. Everybody, I don't understand, why would you bring personal shit into the public sphere? It never works out for anyone.
And did you see we also played Bunty's latest video talking about his was it his first masturbation, gentlemen? I don't remember.
What?
Yeah, that's his latest video, and it had 3,500 views or something like that. He put that out there for 3,500 views. And my point was, of course, it's ridiculous to put that out there regardless. But if you had 100,000 views or whatever, at least you could maybe understand it. He put that out into the public space, to use a JF term, for fucking 3,500 views.
Is it funny? Is it interesting?
No, it's not funny at all. I mean,
caught by his dad.
It's funny laughing at him, but
it's a new one, right?
Yeah, it's new.
See, I think at this point he's trying to play up to it.
Yeah, maybe.
I do.
Just playing into the gimmick that he's already had established.
Because that's a hot new thing to talk about. If you're talking about him getting caught by dad jacking off, you're not talking about the fact that he wants to literally eat shit out of people's asses.
Wait, what?
You didn't hear that?
Don't pretend you don't know.
Oh, I swear to God, I don't know.
You don't know that he likes the poo poo pee pee?
No,
and he likes period blood too. He just wants to be.
I mean, who doesn't? But go back to the first thing.
Oh God!
I'm kidding. No. Wait, what? You made a video about this shit? Oh my God!
You didn't see this, Andy?
Oh, he has all this shit and fucking period blood all in his beard. It's just stuck there.
Oh, he talked about the smell of it. Yeah, getting stuck in his beard. Was it the poop or the period blood? One of the two. He likes to savor the flavor, Andy.
He also talked about eating pussy from a chick that was cheating on him, and he'll eat pussy.
I watched that one.
Yeah.
He likes those sloppy seconds.
Gagging. Speaking of shit,
I was talking to my buddy. I was like, "You check this out," and he's like, "It's probably not as bad as it looks." He's like 20 minutes later, he phones me. He's like, "Holy fuck, what an idiot!" I'm like, "Yeah, man." Jesus Christ. And he apologizes to her. Oh my God.
period. The only thing I know about Venti though is that her cat shits in the bed. And it's like, if like a woman's cat was shitting in my bed every night, I'd have a fucking mental breakdown. Get this fucking cat out of my fucking bed where I sleep. Like, I don't know. I think people who live in like hoarder conditions are mentally ill, and anybody that would live with them is mentally fucking ill.
You know, actually, Jade had a theory on this. I can share this, I suppose. Because wasn't it alleged he was using steroids?
Yes.
Okay, and what's the disease you get from cats when they
yeah, I forget, but basically, I think if you're exposed to their shit, I think.
Yeah, because I know that she was saying that like don't steroids like immunosuppress you? Like you're more susceptible to infections and shit.
I believe so.
Is it toxoplasmosis? Somebody just said it in chat.
That's it.
Yeah, all I know is like, she was saying that, oh, well, maybe the steroids made him susceptible and there's cat shit everywhere. And that's what fucked with him.
It makes it, toxoplasmosis is a disease that results from infection with toxoplasma.
Yep, infection. There we go.
Yeah. Usually occurs by eating undercooked contaminated meat, exposure from infected cat feces, or mother-to-child transmission. So, yeah, maybe that's possible.
Dark V asked me if I had seen the conditions they were living in. No, I don't know who Brittany Venti is.
Dude,
really,
a shithole. There was shit on the ground. There was like garbage.
Is it like actual hoarder tier from like the TV show?
Not hoarder. It just was a complete pigsty.
Well, sometimes, I don't know. Yeah, it sounds bad. It sounds like something that would drive me insane.
Piled up or anything like that, but the fucking dishes were piled up. The ground was just covered in garbage.
Yeah, like I can't work if I had bottles on my desk. If there were cats shitting in my bed, I would have to fucking kill somebody.
By the way, I messaged Quartering, I messaged V. They are radio silent, at least in DMs.
What a shock. What a shock.
Shocking. I just messaged Short Fat Otaku. We'll see if I'm trying to drag one of these guys on.
They're probably on a fucking Skype call with Sargon right now.
Yeah, I doubt if they're going to take up the challenge, but
yell at him. Stupid. We're trying to back you up, you moron. What are you doing?
No, I'm sure he's going like, don't you understand? This was just training. I was training on the plebeians for media inquiries. And V's like, oh yeah, that's a great job. You really showed them. You didn't let them take the conversation.
I think he's gonna defend this to like his grave. He's like, no, like I think it's a good idea. He's gonna keep going. He's not gonna back down. He's done this so many times.
I hope so, because that would be the best possible outcome. That would be actually fucking funny. If the last person to let Gamergate go was Sargon of Akkad.
Yeah, it's just weird to think that it would be a real idea. I mean, we're 4 years past it. It's so weird. It's so weird. It has to be an attempt at trolling.
I think he's serious, man. Like I don't know.
I think so, yeah.
And then he switched tunes when he's reading the chat, going "fuck." Oh no.
Well, Ralph,
I don't know if this is true, but somebody just said that Q was asking for a Gamergate 2.0. Is he trying to like jump on the Q bandwagon now and kill that? I would believe that.
That would be so. We'd have all the based megapeds and the Facebook soccer moms talking about gamers rising up. Oh, that would be amazing. I played Tetris once. Gamers rise up.
Yeah. I don't follow the QAnon stuff because that stuff's stupid. I mean, I'm sorry if there's any QAnon people in the chat. I don't mean.
How did all these people that got into QAnon, like, how have they not heard of like Cicada and shit? That still blows my mind.
Yeah, that stuff's silly to me. That's why I don't really follow the Q stuff. But
there you go. I was going to ask you. He said he wanted you to give it a think. Have you gave it a thunk? Have you?
Yeah, I'm good.
It over? I'm
good. Actually, I was good on it the whole time. By good, I mean no. I didn't want a piece of that. But I just, I'm the host. So I was trying to, be fair and let him get his talking points out there and stuff. But yeah, I'm absolutely great on not participating in another gamer. God damn. I actually stayed in Gamergate and participated in that way too long as it is. And I have no desire to go back to that. No.
Why not, Ralph? Come on, guys.
I'm good.
Let's go back into fucking time.
I'll just say I've had way more success outside of Gamergate than I ever did within it. And yeah, just not interested. Just complete. No, not at all. So.
Oh, I misinterpreted. It's not Q. It's quarter pounder. they use Q and then the pound sign. I thought they were just talking about Q.
That makes a lot more sense, Josh. No. Actually, I have to say. By the way, I saw Quarter Pounder tweeting and quartering, but I didn't see him say anything. And I also see that Short Fat Otaku saw my messages. I try to drag him in, but I don't see him in the green room. I think that they're all.
Well, I will respect the privacy of the capo that I spoke to, but yes, that there's a conversation that happened, and they seemed very interested in making, as they referred to it, Gamergate 2 happening. And I gave no answer. I just fucking ignored it.
They came to you with that.
Why would you ever, of all the people to bring something like that to, why would you come to me?
You would be the absolute last person. Yes.
You've literally shit on all his ideas. I got it. I'll tell Jim. Like, what? Oh my God. How do you think this is a great idea at all? From the first, like the conception of it to bring it to you.
I have no idea. So I guess our carrier pigeon's not coming on. He's suddenly he's indisposed.
I see Short Fat Otaku said no thanks. V hasn't said anything. I don't know what's going on in Romania. Quartering hasn't responded. I think that they're all.
Oh, I know how you can get Quartering to pay attention. Just say you're doing a charity stream. And then he'll start his own stream and you can talk back and forth.
You know what? I kind of let him slide on that, but he legit seemed mad about it, didn't he? I don't know. It was just kind of strange.
You know what else was strange? Just as an aside, not related to our previous couple of talking points, but
sure.
That clip, what subreddit was he on when he said that?
Kotaku in Action, actually.
What are they known for?
Gamergate.
Oh, weird. Okay. Just pulling that out of the blue.
All right. What? He tweeted out something from Kotaku?
No, when he was salty about the heel stream, he was doing a stream at the same time. And I guess some people came in his chat and they're like, whoa, Ralph's doing the heel stream. Why don't you, hop on there, go check that out. And he started getting really mad about it. He's like, fuck that, I'm doing my own stream. And why don't you go shill somewhere else? And I don't know, said a couple things like that. And then on his actual screen at the time, what he was broadcasting to everyone, he was surfing Kotaku in Action. You cannot make this stuff up. He was surfing Kotaku in Action at the time, yeah. Which is just the lowest of the low, like a complete joke.
Other articles
always has been a joke. I'll piss all over Kotaku in Action. Fuck that place. But yeah, he was actually surfing that website. Not only was he surfing it, but surfing it in public where everybody else could see it. Which
was
is
he
even
bashing
worse.
it though? Was he bashing it?
Or no, he was citing it for the stuff he was talking about on air.
Oh, how do you fucking...
It's like his editor.
Oh my God.
Yeah, well.
All right.
I don't know. Almost like he was planning a little something there. Maybe he was priming the pump for Gamergate 2.0.
Who would even be involved in that? Like, the thing fractured so much.
Well, yeah, that was kind of the point I was getting at a certain part of the conversation, where it's like, yeah, you know what, Gamergate, at the beginning, everybody was kind of, I don't know about on the same page, but even if people were on different pages, they just let, the others do their own thing.
God, you know who I feel like right now?
Mm-hmm.
I talked to the dude that started the Chinology shit, when it moved into real life, and he was talking about Gamergate, and I remember him specifically saying it's going to basically end in tears. He was like, it's going to just fracture apart. People are going to fight. And trust me on this. And I was like, maybe not. He was completely fucking right.
100% right, because
completely called it.
So it's there are benefits to having a big tent and people from different ideologies, but the negative from that is they're going to start fighting each other over what the true meaning of such and such means, and we don't want to be associated with these people, and we want to prove that there are leftists. There's leftists in Gamergate. What are you talking about? It's not all right wingers. And so those same, you can just look back, and I mean, I still see sad people who are tweeting the Gamergate hashtag, put out that political compass poll. They're like, no, Gamergate wasn't right wing. Take a look at this. Some random fucking Twitter thing they did. I don't know. Just
there is a guy I know from the forum from the Philippines called Homer who once ate a sandwich on. Yeah. You know Homer?
Yeah, dude. He actually raised money for a new laptop or computer or something for Gamergate. Some of the stuff Jim was talking about. Let me get my new teeth off Gamergate. Let me get a wheelchair lift and just complete fuckery. But yeah, he still tweets it every day as far as I know.
He ate a sandwich on live stream to get back at feminists. I don't know how that works, but whenever people talk about Homer on the site still, there's this, like, people made emojis out of him where they took snapshots of him looking smug while eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich as a gotcha to feminists. He's a fucking treasure, and he's the last god king of Gamergate.
He owned them. He owned those feminists.
I know Mundane Matt's down. Come on, guys.
Yeah, he's down at the quarry picking up rocks. I don't know if he's got time for that.
Poor Matt. So who looked goofier, Monday Matt or Sargon?
Oh, Sargon, hands down.
Yeah, I think
Matt's was just it was a different thing entirely. That wasn't this level of self-embarrassment.
Well, plus he kind of got caught off guard. You know, he kind of came into the Lonsden or whatever and got roasted. This was pretty planned. Like, this wasn't my idea. I want to just get that across. He came to me. I didn't pitch anything to him. He came to me. He's like, "Hey, I got this idea. I want to give you the scoop. I want to put it to your audience." It's like, okay.
I'll be the dissenting opinion because Monday Matt destroyed himself with what happened with him. This is not going to affect Sargon because I figured it out while talking to people who liked him. Nobody actually gives a shit about his politics. They watch that Weekend and Stupid thing, and it's sort of like their podcast, and they don't pay attention to anything else he does.
Yeah, he ended that, Josh.
Well, I know he did, and I think it's going to bite him in the fucking ass. His Patreon dropped like $4,000.
Did it really?
Yeah, I think that's going to hurt him. It dropped to like 11,000. Now it's back up to 12,000.
Okay,
I think there's.
Oh my God! Let's all say a prayer for Sargon. Oh shit! Only 12,000 compared to 16. Hopefully, he makes it through these tough times.
I'm just saying that I don't think the majority of people subscribe to him give a shit about what he's doing at all outside of that Weekend Stupid.
I would just say that Sargon has a bigger foothold than Monday Matt could have ever dreamed of. So, I don't think it'll destroy him or anything. I do think people will be laughing about this for a long time to come, and that this is going to be clipped and posted everywhere. And
our people will, but his people don't care. Like, they're just like, oh, that was a waste of time. That was stupid. Let's move back onto the serious issues of saving the West. Like, forgive and forget as far as they're concerned.
Serious issues. Yeah, trolling the libs is really going to win the day.
If he's smart, he will completely just never speak of it again. I'm hoping that he makes a video for Gamergate 2.0. That's what I think you should do, Carl.
I hope he keeps going.
Yes, please keep going with this.
Fuck, that's so
but
funny.
if he's smart, maybe I shouldn't give this tip over the air, but just never speak of it again if you have any sense. But
well, don't worry, you're deleting the stream immediately.
Yes, that's right. Yes, this is getting deleted. This won't be posted on the podcast site or the archive channel. Don't go to those places. Let me check back in. I'll give the liberalists another chance. No, they're not. They're not coming. They're not coming.
Somebody said that Sargon tried to recruit Styx or something. I don't know the story to that, but they wanted me to bring it up, so I thought I would.
Somebody said Styx was in the chat earlier. Is he still around? We drag him
Styx,
in.
I want to hear his Gamergate 2.0 recruitment pitch if he got it.
I'll message him.
Yeah, see, you know him. I don't. So I talked to him once. Let me see if I can pull it up. I won't quote it verbatim. But I said Metokur mentioned your video last night on air. Well, I guess I will quote it verbatim because it's one where he's just like, nice. And now I didn't tell him that he completely trashed your video and kind of took a shit on you. But he seemed excited that it had gotten mentioned.
Well, I didn't really shit on him. I just
you didn't shit on him. You shit on the idea, not him personally.
We should be friends. Yeah.
You didn't shit on him, just the idea. When he put out the video, I guess
if Styx confirms that he got an invite to do this, then that makes this legitimate. Right, then there's no question of it being.
So what are you leaning
awful
towards, troll or?
If I hadn't received DM messages way ahead of time, people bringing this up, I would say a complete troll, but I'm like 50-50.
Yeah, I would lean towards real. What about you, Zidane?
I think it's real.
Yeah, that's me.
Because he was so fucking happy to say it as soon as he said it, and then he sort of shut him down real quick, and he got really mad about it. If you notice, his tone changed immediately.
His tone changed whenever Jim spoke. I did notice that.
What? No, I just wanted my order brought to my table. I don't understand. The service is fucking terrible at this restaurant.
So mad, and honestly, you didn't go as hard. I mean, you went at him, but you could have went a lot harder. But just anytime you spoke, you could just tell his whole demeanor changed from like happy and kind of friendly to just God. Why am I have to deal with this person? And I like how, so I made sure to say there's no conditions to this, right? No problems, this and that. And then he's like, no problems. And I kind of brought up Metokur. And he's like, sure, I'd love to talk to Jim anytime. No big deal. Anytime we could talk. And then within 30 seconds, there comes Jim, just perfectly right on cue. I just wanted to get it out there so he couldn't say, you were ambushed or there was some type of rules Ralph didn't follow. There were no rules.
Oh, no, we all saw how clever you were when you said there are no conditions, right?
Yeah. Yeah, very subtle. That's my trademark, subtlety. Yes.
You got the rope in your hand.
Go ahead. Was that you, Josh, trying to say something?
Yeah, I thought I think he expected Jim to come on. Maybe not immediately, but
you know what? That was my original thought, but his reaction, I don't know if he did. Like I don't know. So.
I think Jim just gets to him. I think he was steeled for it, but he's still
that could be. Yeah, that could definitely be. I mean, you have to be an idiot to think. I mean, it wouldn't happen.
That you wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be, especially because there was no agreement that I wouldn't, so you would have to be stupid to not think. But just the way.
I think he hoped to get a little bit more out in that first 15 minutes. Like he was building up to it. Like, where do you think I'm going with this? Where do you think I'm going with this? Like, it was very strange.
And I called it though right away because he literally was. So he keeps talking about Gamer. He's like, where do you think I'm going? I'm thinking, well, it sounds like you're trying to get the band back together, trying to start Gamergate back up. He's like, no, think harder. And then he kept talking, and that's exactly what he was trying to do.
I legit had no idea what the fuck he was going. I kept waiting for it. I was like, okay, where's this? I thought that was like a small component, like the intro to the story kind of thing. Yeah.
Like there has to be something else. Okay, he's building this up to something else.
It made me feel like I was drunk and I couldn't follow the conversation because it was just so fucking weird that it didn't make sense.
It was almost like he was high. I hate to put it that way, but it's like
I said, it's like a stoner thought. It's like, dude, wouldn't it be awesome if President Trump?
Yeah, but he was so excited. He's like, wait, you just don't get it, man. Like, wait, just think, man. Hold up.
It would troll the libs, man.
That's basically what it was.
Yeah. Troll the libs with a dead fucking thing. Congratulations.
And now Jared Holt is on fucking Twitter laughing at him.
I know, it's great. Everyone's laughing at him. He's an idiot.
Yeah, I had an idea. Is he still laughing? Oh my god. He's retweeting Kekistan articles now. I don't think he'll get on. I had an idea to get Jared Holt on, but I don't think he'll come on. Zidane, what did you say he told you?
Fuck off.
Fuck off. Okay. I mean, probably a good call, to be honest, but
Dark V said in chat he just wanted to hear a take I had real quick. I don't know who the fuck that guy was in the last kill stream or the kill stream before that was like Jim just steals his shit from the forum. It's a public forum. We have no hidden boards that are on topic. If you want to take content from the forum and make a video about it, you go fucking right ahead. I do not care. You don't need to credit us either. So that guy taking issue on my behalf and on the user's behalf, please fucking don't. Because I don't think anybody wants what they say to be hidden away.
Yeah, what's it supposed to be secret? Publishing on a public forum? Yeah, that makes no sense. I've actually used Kiwi Farms before.
I don't know why he's lying. Okay, as an administrator of Kiwi Farms, there are many hidden boards with everybody's information on them.
Oh yeah, I've downloaded the entire fucking white pages, and I've basically got threads on everybody.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's people spend hours on their threads and stuff, and they want it to be appreciated.
They want people to see it, right? So the more people that talk about it, the better.
Have a good time.
I don't.
So yeah, no pressure. Like even like PewDiePie sourced us, which is I appreciate.
That's amazing.
Fucking big guy.
Like he didn't mention the kill stream. Fuck you, PewDiePie. What the fuck? But anyway. Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you, Jim. What about so I don't know if you said this specifically or you're just talking about in general. Are you gonna do a video on the BetterHelp stuff, or was that if people are they off base?
Yeah, I planned to release that yesterday. My hard drive, because I have a shitty little laptop right now. I've been using for like the last 6 or 7 months. It shit out on me, so I had to replace it and re-download everything. And I've either got to redo the video now or just do a stream about it. I don't know which one I'm gonna do.
Okay, so that's still happening though. So I've seen some people messaging me.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm definitely doing it, but I had to go. Like, I don't have anything backed up, so I had to go download my own videos to get my intros to shit. So it'll be like a VHS copy of a VHS copy. So the quality continually goes down.
All right, I was just making sure because people message me and I've seen comments.
No, and it's not. Again, it's not the main focus. Is not BetterHelp. It's DeFranco. That's the guy I have issue with. Yeah. Focusing solely on him.
Do you hear what happened today? Did you hear how there was audio leaked from Arya Nina?
No, was that the audio that Ralph played before, where it was like the dude talking to some chick and she's like, "Yeah, I fucked him."
Yeah.
Yeah. And that dude was on the show this morning. He's gonna send me this 7-minute clip. And then we were in a group chat while we were live this morning, and she's like, "Why am I in this?" And Asian Andy's like, "Come talk to Andy about Philip DeFranco," and then she left and then blocked me. I'm like, oh boy. And then anything for views jumped on. The guy who had it recorded off one of his mods recorded it and leaked it, and apparently there's 6 more minutes of the audio, so we're gonna hopefully get that soon. DeFranco, and she's the girl who fucked Shay Carl, by the way. And when she was in the DMs with Shay, and she was like, "Oh, I want to meet your kids," and he was like, "No, what the fuck's wrong with you?" Then she's like, "Oh my god, you're being rude," and then leaked everything and fucked up his marriage for a little bit. So she's apparently a YouTube star fucker. So
yeah, why are YouTube stars, quote unquote? Why are they fucking like cam girls? Why aren't they like go buy a hooker or something? Somebody doesn't know who the fuck you are. What are you doing?
They're a little more discreet. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I don't. Well, like obviously everything is just alleged off, her. So, but I don't know. Her reaction was pretty interesting. But we'll see what happens. I want to see what the rest of that the audio is.
I do too, and I want you to let me know.
He'll have the phone BetterHelp after this.
I want you to let me know so I can play it on my show as well, because I don't know if you saw the Wikipedia page. I think I talked about it earlier.
You tweeted it out, yeah.
Yeah, it's where they already changed it. I mean, look, is it still
after
like that?
Franco did his video? I was afraid that's where it would kind of fizzle out. And I mean, thankfully, the only person bigger than Philip DeFranco to shit on Philip DeFranco came out and did so. And I think that reignited it because I checked the comments on PewDiePie's video.
That's what the dude said on Andy's stream. The guy wasn't the guy you were talking to, the one that was part of the audio, right? Said something along that caught my attention where he's like, yeah, other YouTubers don't trust him or get a bad vibe from him.
Yeah, they were saying when he goes to at the parties and stuff, it's always business. He doesn't ever like try and be friendly with anyone. Apparently, I'm sure you guys already talked about this, but he didn't even go straight to Boogie or any of those YouTubers who had his affiliate link. That's why Boogie, when he was on your show, he was like, "What? I have no idea how that's on." My manager did that. So basically, Philly, instead of going up to his own buddies that he knows, went through their managers, and he's trying to make it, that's nothing. It's how business is done. Yeah, sure. All right, fair enough. But like, come on, like let people know. It's just pretty sketchy. Now this whole Patreon thing about his news network, he's making between 50 and
oh yeah, that's what the guy said. That was really fucking interesting, where he confirmed basically, or alluded to the fact that the Patreon elite shit that DeFranco was doing, the money from that didn't go into a news program. It went into his own ad agency, the same ad agency that partnered at a company level with BetterHelp. So the Patreons, that's a fucked up thing. That's what got my attention. His YouTube fans are paying for him to take advantage of other people watching his YouTube videos. He's found a way to create a cycle to get you to donate money and then use that money to fuck you for shit therapy and your information.
Yeah, and it's interesting how memology, me, you guys, like everyone just needed one day as you look through like terms of service. I found that actor who we now know his Fiverr account is out there. All this one day, and then he on his video said, when we pick up a sponsor, we check them out for 4 to 5 weeks. Really, it took you 4 to 5 fucking weeks and you didn't find anything sketchy with this. And now that you're caught, you want to switch their terms of service. Like, it's just like, honestly, it's just scummy. Like, fucking like, man up, dude. Just go, okay, like, this is fucked. I know, maybe my team fucked up. Just fucking, like, he's trying to twist it and twist it and twist it. Now more and more shit. I think this is why that audio was leaked of Arya. Because people are just like, fuck this guy. If he's not going to be taken down with his BetterHelp stuff, we're going to keep throwing him like fucking under the bus because they've all had enough. Right? I don't know who exactly, but you did hear on that show this morning that it's just like, apparently, what was it, like 6 or 7 big YouTubers are just fucking had enough of him. So like, he's like sweating balls, and he should be, because like, fuck this guy, man. How big does your yacht have to be, you fuck? Like, come on, man. It's so disgusting.
He needs 2.
It's just that no matter how you look at it, there's something fishy going on. Like, there's a billion different angles to take on it.
It's not.
And one of the other tier 1 affiliates, the Influence Logic Creator Health.org thing, I actually looked at the Influence Logic people, and they had removed huge segments of their site from the public. They not only mutilated their creatorhealth.org site, removing all their other sponsors and stuff. On the influencelogic.com site, they removed the About Us page that had the list of the people involved in the project. They had the How We Do It page removed, and there was a little blurb about the company at the bottom of the footer that they took out for some reason too.
See, here's my hot take on it. And if I want to go all conspiratorial with it, I think DeFranco is more closely tied into this BetterHelp thing. But going with the logic that they have information and data to try to, create profiles on what makes people depressed and how they react to certain stimulants. Imagine if DeFranco has financial ties to BetterHelp, and he uses the data they collect on how to make people depressed, and then uses that information in his video to drive more people to use the service to get more money from the affiliate links.
Well, he should do a series about furries fucking animals to death.
Here is to add to your conspiracy theory. So BetterHelp's parent company, Teladoc, teamed up with CVS. CVS merged with Aetna, an insurance company.
It's just getting deep. Do you want some life insurance before you throw yourself off the roof? Some BetterHelp advice.
Spectre.ai, which is their like Bitcoin company, their side company, is out of the Cayman Islands.
What?
Just saying, yeah. Spectre.ai. What? Like, you didn't see that? Is it?
That's one of the other Influence Logic sites.
Well,
I don't think the other shit they sell is related to BetterHelp, but that company.
But the guy, what's his name? Jordan.
Joel Robinson.
Joel Robinson. I have him actually on Skype. I should phone him up. Anyway,
did he say anything to you?
Nah, but maybe I have no idea. Like, he's probably upset with me maybe at this point. When I gave fucking one of the Kiwi Farms guys my email that had the affiliate password for him to log on and find the 4 names connected to all these companies. But Joel, and who came up to me directly, last year, last year. And who was it, like Shane or Sean or something? I'll find the names or whatever. But those 4 dudes, we found one of their websites that has the connection for Spectre.ai, which I also sent the emails that they were trying to get me after to promote Spectre.ai, but they offered me in like fucking Ethereum. And I was like, I don't know how to fucking use Ethereum, so fuck no.
Oh yeah, I mentioned to you that since
You
then Ethereum has gone up 1,000. I want to make sure it's known. I think it went up. It was like $1 at that time. Now it's about $600. I'm just gonna throw it out there. Should have taken the fucking Ethereum.
You're 1,500 in Ethereum. I'm like, nah, fuck that.
That's Andy doing the smart business decisions.
Fuck it. Yeah, but then that would have been like, oh my god, Andy knew. So he got the Ethereum, like exact. So I don't give a fuck. Anyway, so their companies that they own, so it's the 4 of them, might not be exactly attached to BetterHelp, but how do these 4 dudes work or own BetterHelp and these side companies attached to BetterHelp and this Bitcoin operation that's attached to other Bitcoin operations, as well as one advertising like company that closed down, I think, in 2015. But the interesting thing was the Spectre.ai and a few other companies, when we researched deeper into it, they're from the Cayman Islands. If people don't know in the chat, Cayman Islands is a place where there's no banking laws. So you could pretty much just fucking like dump money in without them checking, where it's from. So there's no audit on your company if there's any, sketchy, money, because here they would have to do, what do you call it? Oh my God. Fuck. What's the word? Laundering. Here it would be money laundering. So what if they were, because what if alleged, whatever you want to say, what if they were getting, large quantities of money and using these side companies that weren't attached over to BetterHelp to put it into the Cayman Island fucking account, right?
Yeah, you could invest into this company and then transfer the money elsewhere.
And also with BetterHelp, I went through every testimonial. I was just like, it was the second day I was doing the BetterHelp thing on my stream last week, and I'm scrolling through. That's where I found that actor and all that stuff, and I was laughing at how everyone's reading like scripts and shit. So I'm scrolling through, and some of the chat people in the chat were like, "Yo, read the actual testimonials, not the video ones, but the ones that are text." So I'm reading them. They're very similar. It's just like very similar sentences, but like mixed around. And I'm looking at the names, very like fucking John Doe, basically, like just obvious, Jeff Smith, like shit like that, right? And it's all the same talking points. It was the same 5 talking points, but mixed around. So were the video testimonials, right? So they have 55,000 testimonials on there, right? So if they're putting testimonials that are not real there, it will make that business seem like it's making more income than it actually is. So I'm not going to finish off what I'm thinking on this, because you all know where I'm going with this, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm just going to say that. So why do you have 55,000? Why are you working so hard on fake testimonials? Once you have 50,000, or let's say like 10,000, you stop, whatever, maybe throw 1 or 2 to keep it fresh. 55,000, are they trying to make it look like that a company is making more income than it actually is? And then having Cayman Island accounts? You all do 2 and 2. I'm just saying, none of it fucking adds up. None of it fucking adds up. If you have fake, what do you call it? Counselors. By the way, that fat chick who eats a bunch of fucking food on YouTube and then goes, "I'm going on a diet." Ashley, what was her name? Ashley something. I'll find the link for you guys. But she said that BetterHelp had a counselor who actually diagnosed her with a binge eating disorder, which
Amberlynn Reed.
Amberlynn Reed, thank you. With binge eating disorder, which first of all, I was gonna say like anyone, you don't have to be even like fucking doctor to figure that out. But still, counselors and therapists cannot fucking, what we call diagnose you. It's like not allowed. Like it has to be like through a doctor. In fact, in their
well, PewDiePie went over all this, the testimonies and stuff. But one thing that they did change just recently, which was interesting, is that I think Alan Matta, the CEO, said something like they had treated like millions of people, and somebody did the math saying with this number of counselors, divide that by the time that it's been up and the number of patients he claims has been treated, it would be literally impossible for everybody to get it. But they reduced that number. Everybody, they reduced that number to whatever it was before to 500,000. So they're like fudging
million to 400,000. They took a zero off.
Here's the thing. Look, people are going, Andy will be sunsetted tonight. Look, I want you to all know one thing. If I fucking die, I was right. Suck it. Please don't kill me though. Like, but I'm just saying I was right. I'm not saying I was right about anything. I'm just throwing out. Here's all what happened. Here's all the facts. And then Philly D's like, oh, we changed the terms of service. Yeah. What about this? He's sweating fucking bullets now. And now every fucking YouTuber is like, all right, if he's not going down now, Aria, you sucked his dick, right? That's it, man. Fucking Philly D.
Yeah, Andy, I can't wait to talk to you about that information you have on Hillary Clinton and John Podesta tonight.
They're going down.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
I thought Jim was supposed to do that.
I know, I'm busy. Somebody else is going to have to take that.
Thank you all for the invitation. I'm going to go prepare my show. Love to you all.
Yeah, have a good one, man.
Peace out, Jeff. Oh, one more thing, by the way. I may... And by May, I most likely do, and by the most likely I do, have something, but I have to just go over all the information tonight that might make Sargon not look good.
You could have just played back clips of him talking.
No, well, I have to confirm everything. I don't want to just go, no, I'm not going to do that. But yeah, so I'm going to keep... checking it out, scanning it. But it looks pretty bad from what I've seen. But yeah, we'll double check. We'll double check first. Well, yeah, but I have to go over everything tonight because if I don't want to look like a fucking idiot. Yeah.
I don't know if you can make him look worse than he did today. I'd be legitimately impressed.
Yeah, it's. I'm not gonna say anything just in case. I'm not gonna pull a old Andy or a new Sargon, fucking idiot. I'm sweating now. I'm scared. No, I'm scared about the last thing I just dropped. But you think Philly D hates me? Anyway, how good is it? Let's just say if all this, like I've seen it, I just have to put it like in chronological order and make sure that it's all legit, all that. If this is true about Sargon,
you said you weren't going to try to hype it up, and here you are trying to hype this up.
I'll say one thing. Hashtag Sargon new 2.0. Oh, Jim, it involves you too, man.
Oh. Are there any felines involved, Andy?
What?
Okay, if you're not getting that, then we're talking about two different things. All right, that's good. Well, I'm looking forward to your information.
There's emails, some messages, some stuff, and
now, Andy, I just have to warn you because you weren't around in 2014. Mm-hmm. If a queen happens to tell you she verified something, throw it away. It's not going to be any use to you.
Or maybe tomorrow we'll fucking do some other things. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
I like how he walked that back the moment you threw in the queen line.
Yeah, maybe it's not fucking a thing.
It's the rhythm of the night.
Maybe it's just a picture of him sucking a dick.
Is it Nigel Farage's dick?
Hope so.
See, I was gonna say you have a picture of him at VidCon with Blair White, but see, you took it a different direction than where I would have went.
Then never mind. Yeah, all right. Yeah, tomorrow's still on.
By the way, I was muted. You guys could hear me. The stream couldn't hear me. So yes, the meme is true.
Done, Ralph.
The meme is true. I was muted for about 5 minutes. So.
No, sorry. Okay, now that you bring it up, okay, then never mind. Because like you'll know what I mean tomorrow. It all makes sense. It's pretty like it just pretty much shows that he doesn't. All right, here it is. All right, here's a little hint. If it's true, he doesn't give a fuck about the facts and will use something to throw certain people under the bus.
Yeah, he said that he lies
when it's convenient.
Yeah, he said that already on the stream.
Yeah, I know, but I have evidence of a lie.
No,
it's gonna be a segment of this, and then we're gonna make fun of him. Probably make fun of his suit.
You're giving us a little tease, then, huh?
Sounds like it.
No.
This better be good. This better be better than Boogie saying 6 million Jews on live stream trying to talk about his views.
Yeah, he did say that.
I don't know if you guys saw it, but he was doing a live stream talking about the heat he had gotten for showing up on a certain Holocaust denial live stream. And he was talking about his metrics for some reason, and it was a Freudian slip. He was looking at his views and said, "Yeah, we've gone down to 6 million Jews." And
I remember that clip. Do we have a link to that? Because I would like to play that.
I'm gonna play that because it's fucking hysterical. I sent you a time code. I think. Let me try to find
is it in my? Okay, let me look. I know you posted in the chat earlier, but I don't have that fresh.
Yeah, give me a second.
Okay. Let's see. Boogie. I mean, it's really short, but it's pretty funny. Okay, we'll see. And then I think we might end it with the 6 million.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna jump. Yes. I'll tune in tomorrow. Looking forward to the reveal, Andy. Should be entertaining.
Thank you for joining us, man. Appreciate it.
All right, Gamergate 2.0.
Are you doing a show tonight, or is this your show?
Yeah, I think we're gonna do a show tonight. Yeah.
Okay, tune in for that too. All right, take it easy, guys.
All right,
later, Jim.
Peace.